Before the rise of empires, before the maps of the world were redrawn, before kingdoms trembled at the sound of galloping hooves, there was only the endless steppe, vast, silent, and from its windswept plains, a storm was born. A boy cast into exile, a warrior forged in hardship, a leader destined to unite the Mongol tribes and conquer the known world. His name would echo across continents. His legend would outlive centuries. This is the story of Genghis Khan, the emperor of the eternal blue sky. Chapter 1, Born of the Steppe. The Mongolian Steppe, a land of endless horizons, fierce winds, and unforgiving winters. From this harsh cradle, a child was born in 1162, a child named Temujin, a childhood in exile. Temujin's early life was marked by betrayal and survival. His father, a tribal chief, was poisoned by rivals. His family, abandoned by their clan, faced starvation in the frozen wilderness, but hardship bred resilience. Temujin learned to hunt, to fight, and to endure. More importantly, he learned that in the vast steppe, only unity could bring strength. The bond of brotherhood. Amidst the desolation, Temujin forged alliances. His closest companion, Jamukha, became both friend and future rival. Together, they dreamed of uniting the scattered Mongol tribes, yet destiny would test their bond. The call of destiny. Even as a boy, Temujin's gaze stretched beyond the horizon. He believed the steppe could be more than a battleground of tribes. It could be the heart of an empire. The wind carried his dreams across the plains, whispering of the greatness to come. Chapter 2, Rise of the Great Khan. From the ashes of exile, Temujin rose to challenge fate. Uniting the tribes. The Mongol tribes were fierce but fractured. Temujin's vision was clear: unity under one banner. He offered loyalty in exchange for allegiance. He rewarded merit, not bloodline. Warriors who fought bravely, regardless of birth, found honor at his side. His charisma and wisdom began to weave the tribes together. The rivalry with Jamukha. But old friendships turned to fierce rivalries. Jamukha, once his brother-in-arms, opposed Temujin's rise. They clashed at the Battle of Dalan Baljut. Though Temujin suffered defeat, he did not falter. He learned from failure, and with each setback, his legend grew stronger. Victory at Kalka River. In time, Temujin's forces triumphed over Jamukha. Rival chiefs knelt before him, acknowledging his authority. In 1206, at a great assembly called the Kurultai, Temujin was proclaimed Genghis Khan, universal ruler of the Mongols. A new era begins. Under the eternal blue sky, a new empire was born. The age of Genghis Khan had begun. Chapter 3, Forging the Mongol Empire. With the tribes united, Genghis Khan turned his gaze outward. The world beyond the steppe awaited, building an army of legends. Genghis Khan transformed the Mongol warriors into an unstoppable force. They were swift as the wind, deadly as the eagle. Strict discipline ruled the ranks. Loyalty was absolute. Communication across vast distances was mastered with signal flags and mounted messengers. The Mongol army moved as one heartbeat. Conquest of the Shi, Xia, and Jin dynasties. Genghis Khan launched his first campaigns against the Shi, Xia, and Jin dynasties of northern China. Siege warfare, cunning tactics, and psychological fear overwhelmed fortified cities. Walls could not stop him. Armies could not withstand him. The Mongol tide swept across the land. Master of strategy, Genghis Khan valued strategy over brute strength. He used feigned retreats to lure enemies into traps. He spread fear to shatter morale before the battle even began. His mind was as sharp as his sword. Conclusion: Empire rising. By the 1220s, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific to the Caspian Sea. But Genghis Khan hungered for more. The world lay open before him.
The Mongol horde thundered westward. Europe and the Islamic world stood in their path. Invasion of Khwarezmia. Genghis Khan sought peaceful trade with the Khwarezmian Empire, but treachery met his envoys. In response, he unleashed fury. Cities were leveled, armies annihilated. The Silk Road fell under Mongol control. The scourge of Central Asia, Samarkand, Bukhara, and countless cities faced the Mongol storm. Genghis Khan employed siege engines and terror tactics, spreading fear like wildfire. His message was clear: submit or be destroyed. Crossing into Europe. The Mongol tide rolled into Eastern Europe, testing the borders of Hungary and Poland. Though Genghis Khan would not live to see its climax, his generals paved the way for future conquests. Conclusion: fear and fame. By now, the name Genghis Khan inspired awe and dread across continents. He was not just a conqueror, he was a force of nature.
Chapter 5: Master of Eurasia. From the Pacific to the Caspian, Genghis Khan reigned supreme. Empire of the Silk Road. Under Mongol rule, trade flourished. The Silk Road, once dangerous, became a highway of commerce. Merchants, scholars, and travelers moved freely. East met west. Knowledge flowed as swiftly as caravans. A law for all, Genghis Khan introduced the Yasa, a code of laws. Justice was swift and equal. Corruption was punished. Religious freedom was protected. For the first time, a vast empire moved under unified law. The dream of a world empire. Genghis Khan envisioned more than conquest. He dreamed of uniting the known world. His empire bridged cultures and continents, creating a legacy that transcended borders. Conclusion: legacy sealed in stone. Though empires rise and fall, the mark of Genghis Khan endures. His empire shaped Eurasia for centuries to come. In 1227, the great conqueror's life ended. But his story was far from over. Death of the Khan. The circumstances of Genghis Khan's death remain a mystery. Some say illness, others whisper of battle wounds. Regardless, his empire stood unshaken. His sons and grandsons carried the torch forward. Empire after death. Under his heirs, the Mongol Empire expanded even further, reaching the gates of Vienna and the shores of the South China Sea. Genghis Khan's vision lived on. The Great Unifier. More than a conqueror, he was a unifier. He brought together warring tribes and rival cultures, forging them into an unstoppable force. His legacy is not merely in the lands he conquered, but in the world he reshaped. Conclusion: eternal under the blue sky. To this day, under the vast Mongolian sky, nomads whisper tales of Genghis Khan. His spirit rides with the winds. His story gallops across the steppe. He is more than legend. He is the eternal ruler of the eternal blue sky.